Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Faith and Food.
Yes.
We are here once again, and this is part 2 of seasons. And we talked about on part 1 that your time and your season is said sometimes, and it makes you think of something that is good that's happening right now. But we also went into it may be your season or your time where it's not so good. Mm-hmm. And we talked about in Ecclesiastes that it gives different times and seasons for all different things of life.
Right.
So we also went and we filmed ourselves going to the market, and we got the peaches here that she preserved and canned. And these were prepared for a later time. For when we want something a little later, we'll have fresh peaches from their season.
Right.
So what we want to talk about today is how to prepare for your season. And not just your good season, although you do have to prepare for those as well, because we don't want to, waste the good, right? But more so what the Lord put on my heart was to help people to prepare for a season of trial. Mm-hmm. And just to let people know that there are going to be some things that catch us by surprise, but not him.
That's right.
There may be some life-altering things that happen, but we can thrive in those times.
Yes, we can.
And he wants us to know that we can thrive in those times if we are prepared.
That's right. Preparation.
So one thing my husband always said, and I probably shouldn't say this because it was some, stuff from back in the day. Those who know. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
That's right.
So if we are properly prepared in a season of trial or a season of just something that we feel blindsided us, it will prevent us from performing poorly in that season. Mm-hmm. So how do we do that? How do we prepare? So I had took some notes and I had read, because I just didn't want to come out willy-nilly, talking. So what I know we have to do to prepare is we have to be in our word.
Yes, we do.
And we got to be in our word before a trial.
That's right.
Before something hits.
That's right.
So we have to read our word. We have to study our word. Some people may say, well, how do I do that? I might just pick up my Bible. I don't know what to do or say. Find a Bible study, right? It's so many things online now, right?
There are.
Yeah, that you can go to.
Yes, there are so many ways that you can access a point that you are living in your life at that present time. You can access it in the Bible, because the Bible is our roadmap for life.
Yes,
it is.
It gives us that path and that guide.
Right.
So that's one way to prepare. Getting in our word, studying our word, being in the Bible before the trial comes. Because one example I can give, I was talking to someone on the phone, and they were just kind of down and everything, and their phone had broke. And so they were like, I can't even pull up my Bible app. I can't even read my word, And I said, well, what's inside of you?
Right.
What have you read before that you know that you can repeat it to yourself right now? Mm-hmm. Say it. Mm-hmm. And they said it.
Yes.
And they just repeated it to themselves.
Yes.
But that came from being in that word before something hit and you just feel depleted.
Right. And not having that word to go to, you do need it within. Mm-hmm. And what you do is you regurgitate it.
Oh yeah.
You just keep bringing it up. You keep regurgitating it until you find what you are seeking in that word that you have established within your heart.
I like that. Regurgitate it.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. And so another one is your circle that's around you. Mm-hmm. That's another way to prepare. We can't always have the party people around us. Make a balance. I'm not telling people to, kick your party people or your friends to the curb. But have a balanced life. Have a balanced circle.
Yes,
Have
yes.
a balanced people around you. Because when it comes to a time and you may feel you need prayer, or you can't pray and you don't know what to say.
Right.
Who do you go to?
Right.
Who can you just cry to? Who can you go to and they can get a prayer through? Like
Right,
a lot of
right.
people call, like, I know you praying. I need you to get a prayer through.
Right. Right.
And because I'm in my word and because I do pray, I'm going to pray for that person because I literally believe I can get a prayer through. So that's what I'm going to do. But I have a circle as well, because sometimes I don't feel like praying.
Right.
Sometimes
right.
I'm depleted and I don't want to pray. Sometimes I'm mad and I can't pray.
And we can't pray because then the word is not getting through.
Hello?
When there is an issue within us and we want to go before the Father, that's not going to work that way. And we have to understand that. But that circle that you have around you, we should never let that circle be broken.
Oh,
and because you never know when you're going to need this side of the circle or that side of the circle.
Yeah.
One side for prayer. You're going to need another side for encouragement. You're going to need another side for someone to just sit down with you and listen. So that circle is very important. That's a real good point.
That's proper preparation,
yes,
right?
It is. Yes, it is.
So another way to prepare for your season that you may be going into that catches you by surprise is praying. Prayer. And I don't mean praying defensively, meaning it has happened and now we're praying. Praying before it even happens, because see, we don't know what's going to happen or when it's going to happen
Right.
or what's going to take place.
Right.
We don't know these things. So we need to be praying. Jesus gave specific instructions about prayer.
Yes.
And I
yes.
believe it's in Luke, the 18th chapter, verse 1 or 2 or something like that. But look it up. But I know it's in Luke 18. Jesus said something so profound about prayer. He said, man ought to always pray. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So you know what that says? That takes away the necessity of posture. Or I have to be on my knees. Or I have to be like this. Or I have to be a certain way. Man ought to always pray. You're in your car. Something's going on. You're driving down the street, on the highway. You can pray.
Yes.
I like that. Man ought to always. Because there's always something to pray about.
He gave specific instructions. And it wasn't too deep. It wasn't too theological. He said man ought to always pray.
Yes.
So we should always be praying. So when that time hits us, smacks us, because we'd all been smacked, we done all been knocked down, like I didn't see this coming.
Right.
Lord, I know you did, but I didn't see this coming. How do I handle this? If I'm prayed up, that means when it's coming at me, it's trying to hit me from a defensive manner. For example, basketball. I got the ball. Prayer.
Right.
I got the ball. I've been using it, dribbling, making my shots. I got the ball.
Yes.
The enemy is on defense and he's trying to take it from me instead of him having the ball and me trying to get it back from him.
Right.
I got the ball.
Yes, it's in your court.
That's right.
Yes.
And he's trying to take it from me. So I'm praying from a place of victory.
That's right.
So man ought to always pray.
Yes, I like that.
So these are our strategies for a season that may be coming that we don't know about, and we can thrive in that season. And we can use what we have because we have prepared it.
Yes.
When the time comes.
That's right.
So when winter comes, we have fresh peaches that we preserved and prepared in its season.
When they were sweet, when they were juicy, when they were at the ripest. It's in the summer. And in the winter, you won't find that. You won't get that. So in that winter season, when you need some refreshing, it's time to pop open those jars and get that peach cobbler going.
That's right. That's right. When you want it to feel like summer.
Yes, yes.
And in the winter, you fry some chicken and make some potato salad and some greens and have
That's
a
right,
peach
that's
cobbler
right.
on
And
the
have a
side.
peach cobbler.
I
That's
can
true.
have summer in the winter.
That's right.
So this is a part of just faith in food and finding deeper meaning in what we do with food.
Yes, exactly.
And just being prepared for whatever it is to come. And I'm just so glad, because trials are not uncommon to any one of us.
That's right.
It's not uncommon to any one of us. I've been knocked down, laid on my back, couldn't open my mouth and say anything. But I know what got me through was my circle, was the word that was in me, because I didn't feel like picking up a Bible, opening it up. I didn't even know where to go.
Right.
Where do I read?
Right.
You know?
Right.
And from prayer that had already went forth in a good time. You know? In a thankful time.
Yes, in a thankful season.
Yes.
In a good season.
Yes.
When that prayer just penetrated,
Yes.
and it remained there and it stayed there, because man ought to always have a word that they can come up with, that they can give out, that has been planted in them. Yeah.
So that season. So this time I just want to leave them with something. On part 1, what we had said was in Ecclesiastes 3, I believe it was 11, but look it up.
Okay.
Where it said that the Lord, he makes everything good in its time.
In its time. Yes.
So our trials can be made good in its time.
Yes.
We will grow. We will learn. We will be properly prepared.
That's right.
Because we won't have a poor performance if we are properly prepared.
That's right. That's right. We will be just like those peaches that have been preserved.
That's right.
Over time.
So I just want to leave someone, ourselves as well, with this word from Numbers, the 6th chapter, verses 24 through 26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord cause his face to shine on you and be gracious to you.
Yes.
The Lord lift up his face to you and give you peace. Whatever season you're in, whatever time you're in, let this word penetrate your heart. Sit with this word, lay with this word.
Yes.
And don't forget your proper preparation.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right. Can we eat some peaches?
We sure can.
Okay.
You all be good. We love you.
Okay. Bye.